the propaganda, lies, misinformation. It's about to get so much worse. Bitcoin, it's time to rise up, to stand up against this insidious attack on your sovereign rights. Bitcoin, it is freedom. We are at 44K today, and it is only going up from here. You are not ready for this. I'll explain why. Bitcoin has doubled in Argentina. There's so much to jump into. But if we switch straight over, and if we can get this to work here, I do not trust concentration of power unless it's in her hands. This is the conceit of Warren's entire career. Pitching herself as a champion of the people while hoarding power to herself and elect few. The biggest proponent of CBDCs and social media regulation is not and has never been for the little guy.
And I want to be clear. I don't trust concentration.
Why? Why is she doing this?
Of power. Somebody's going to make the decisions about what are going to be the restrictions on AI. How are we going to make big tech operate? And that can either be some billionaire privately on his or her own. We've watched that in other places in big tech. Or we can say, you know what? We need to actually build some rules of the road that represent all of us. And
this is starting to get really crazy. They know they are losing against the little guy. This lady has never been for the little guy. You can see that she does not want the power. I do not believe her. She is paid by the big banks. Dennis Porter, he's got a good message here. Dear Bitcoin friends, I want to encourage you to remain poised and respectful in the face of the federal effort by Elizabeth Warren to pass the Bitcoin ban bill. Going low only emboldens those who stand in the way of Bitcoin adoption. Follow Dennis Porter there. We do need to dive into this insidious attack, though. Bitcoin sessions, DICE, illegal soon. So, Pierre Richard, your brain is an unhosted wallet. According to Elizabeth Warren, she wants to ban it. Unhosted wallet. The term unhosted wallet means software or hardware that facilitates the storage of public and private keys used to digitally sign, secure, transact digital assets such that the stored value is the property of the wallet owner and the wallet owner has total independent control over the value. How is that a bad thing? Please explain it to me. Let's jump into the numbers and then we will continue with this attack. How to get free. Have you gotten to one Bitcoin? More important now than ever. Block height 822,126. 44,083 Bitcoin is going up forever. Laura, sats per USD 2,268. This is dropping dramatically. We're days away from a Bitcoin ETF approval. 90% certain this is happening. Last block reward 9.9647. Fees 3.714. Unconfirmed. Then inscriptions. The Wizards, 320,952. You can see that there. If you want to have a real quick look, we'll bring up Satoshi's cube again and bring this one up. Oh, man. Everything's all over the place today. Give me 2 secs. So we can see this in the background. The cube of freedom blocks the next halving 17,874. We'll stop playing around. This is a serious episode today. Before we go too far, this marketing that's ramping up is starting to get crazy. This one says crypto a lot. I'm sorry about that, but this is pretty bloody cool.
Coming in hot.
They talk about crypto a lot, and then your Bitcoin investment deserves a crypto-focused firm. Bitcoin only, ladies and gentlemen. Do not buy the ETF, but it is going to get noisy. Now, this is how far they are going. Neil Jacobs, Jason P. Lowry, Space Force engineer, is what appears to be in response to Senator Elizabeth Warren, who has posted the following on LinkedIn. As certain members of the Congress are going to criticize the US military and intel community for, quote unquote, undermining their efforts to pass legislation that harms the US crypto industry, then perhaps the Congress should call on someone in the US military to testify as an expert witness about why the proposed legislation might be harmful to US interests. If only there was someone in the US military, Jason, anyway, who would qualify as an expert witness on the potential national strategic implications of crypto. Maybe the active duty US National Defense Fellow from MIT who literally just wrote the book on the national strategic security implications of Bitcoin. At least give us the opportunity to testify. They're scared. They will not do it. They know their time is running out. If you are here now, you have front run the enslavement of humankind. Yes, it's getting a little bit deep. Fellow at the open market institution, Matt Stroller, believes you are a trader to the US if you transact in the free and open market that is Bitcoin. Matt, anyone involved with crypto is committing treason. For helping terrorists like Hamas, anyone in the crypto business is committing treason here. It goes on, there's a really good response to it. Where is this gone? It was absolutely incredible. They just tear it apart. Here we go. Disheartened by Senator Elizabeth Warren overnight to blockchain assassin, criticising our effort in assembling former US military and counter officials. People are fighting back. We've got people like Dennis fighting back here. All you need to do is opt out, hold Bitcoin. Banks and governments, they don't like Bitcoin because they are not able to launder money with it. Yet this is what they say Bitcoin is used for. Elizabeth Warren has just been fact-checked only a few minutes ago by Community Notes on X. Absolutely amazing. That's why she's scared of the billionaires running empires. Today, Matthew Stroller accused anyone involved with crypto committing treason. This is what I was looking for. A crime punishable by death under the Constitution. A question for Mr. Stroller. Does this include Larry Kramer, the president of the foundation that bankrolls your employer, the American Economic Liberties Project? Is Larry Kramer, one of your biggest donors, also guilty of committing treason because he's involved with crypto in a pretty big way? For those who don't know, Kramer is close family friends with the Bankman-Frieds. Yes, those Bankman-Frieds. How close? Well, he helped pay for SBF's $250 million bail. And no, I'm not making this up. We've got the receipts. Absolutely insane. People are going to push back. So, Matthew Stroller, do you wish to take back the assertion that anyone involved with crypto is committing treason? It might smooth things over with Larry Kramer, but it also might also make amends with the 29,000 Americans who work in crypto who you've accused of betraying. Absolutely insane. If you're here, you're winning. This is from June 7, 2022, but the human rights advocates tell Congress Bitcoin is essential in countries with collapsing currencies. And we're seeing this, political currencies making new all-time lows in Bitcoin. Thanks very much, Luke Broyles. Follow this man, especially on Twitter, YouTube. Amazing information out there. United States, China, Germany, Japan, India, UK, France, Italy, Brazil, Canada, Russia, Mexico, South Korea, Australia, Spain, Indonesia, not Turkey, Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, Poland, Taiwan, Belgium, not Argentina, and Sweden. Euro, top 25 GDPs in the world, and destination the same for all fiat currencies. This is why Bitcoin is so important. These ETFs are coming. The amount of liquidity, the hundreds of millions of dollars in marketing that is coming for your Bitcoin. Are you going to sell? Are you going to hodl? Are you going to hold on? Just a real quick shout out to everyone in the chat. We will get through your questions there and your comments. Appreciate everyone being there. If you can, hit subscribe if we vibe, greatly appreciated. And we'll jump back into Rajat. So Bitcoin's price doubled overnight in terms of Argentine pesos. Eventually we will see this happen in terms of the USD, CAD, Euro, and pound. Every fiat currency, as we saw with Luke Broyle, is trending towards zero against Bitcoin. And you're scared about stacking? Please don't be. One thing I want to show you here. Yes, we're at 44,023. It's a little bit choppy. Short term, maybe. It is only going up over a long enough time period. And how long's that time period? Not really that long at all. The ETFs are coming when that hundreds of millions of dollars of institutional money FOMO's in, when retail, big banks, 401ks, asset managers are all piling into the world's hardest asset, and we're holding on. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. People trying to time the market because it's at 44,000. They're waiting for 38,000. Don't do it. In my opinion, obviously, I need to say this is not financial advice, but study the hell out of Bitcoin now because it is TikTok. Next block, your time is running out insanely fast, really, really quickly. Doubled overnight. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This is a watershed moment, Bitcoin archive. The economists conceded that Bitcoin is useful to diversify your portfolio and for people living in despotic regimes. And just because you don't like Bitcoin doesn't mean it isn't going away because it cannot be killed. TLDR, you better buy some just in case. Someone said the same thing about 14 years ago. Why Bitcoin is up by almost 150% this year. It's interesting that they use the cockroach because you cannot kill cockroaches. Another bloody thing, they could use march flies as well. We've got a couple of march flies hanging around and you smack them because they bite. And it's one of the only creatures of gods of the universe that I'll kill. You knock them flat and they just keep flying off. Absolutely insane. So cockroaches and march flies are like Bitcoin. Nothing can stop them. Oliver, big shout out to you. The spot Bitcoin ETF are bullish tailwinds for the Bitcoin USD price for sure, but let's not get it twisted, at least here among us. Buying a Bitcoin spot ETF is buying paper, Bitcoin with the cost levied on it every single year of your life. This is why I will not be buying the ETF. I will be stacking in self-custody. You need to do it now, and we're seeing exchanges making sure people put it into certain hardware wallets. It's insane. We'll dive into that. This is happening in New Zealand. It's going to start happening more and more in places around the world because they've got a back end into it. Buying a Bitcoin spot ETF is like paper. Buying real Bitcoin is a once in a lifetime cost, and you're done. It grows forever without any additional costs assigned to the rising value. This is how you beat them. Put it in self-custody, store it on steel. At least. Minimum titanium is even better. It grows forever without any additional costs assigned to the rising value. The ETFs will charge you 0.5 to 0.7 cost every single year for life on the balance of your paper Bitcoin. If that balance rises over time, and it will, so will the dollar value of your cost. Real true Bitcoiners will only deal with the real Bitcoin, BTAC, and the real Bitcoin has no cost to custody. Which one will you be? Let us know in the chat there. This is so important, more so now than ever, because it's going to heat up. Elizabeth Warren, she's not going to slow down. She is going to ramp up her efforts because they're going to lose control. They've already lost control, but they're going to lose control more and more really quickly. We do have people like Dennis Porter, Satoshi Action Fund, fighting the good fight. Everyone here, by pushing like, and this is a plug for me, if you push the like and you hit subscribe, a couple of things are going to happen. This video is going to get out to more and more people, which helps. The more people that see Bitcoin only content and they realize they need to hold in self-custody, get as much as they can, as fast as they can, and not buy into the lies, the misinformation, the programming, the propaganda that's coming out from the powers that be, that don't want control, that do want control. It's so crazy, the doublespeak that is going on there. Truly, make the most of it. This window, this opportunity, most people are going to be priced out from one full Bitcoin very, very quickly. Simply Bitcoin, if you're not following them already, both on YouTube and Twitter, please do. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible channel, and BTC sessions for your hardware wallet, for your self-custody options there. Justin, NASDAQ listed Marathon acquires multiple Bitcoin mining sites for 179 million only, marking a significant expansion, raising its mine portfolio to 910 megawatts of capacity. Bitcoin mining is not going away. The hash rate, all-time highs. It's continued to hit all-time highs there. And is it price? I've got a video coming out with James Checkmate from Glassnode, the lead analyst, data analyst at Glassnode that looks at the on-chain data. And the first question is hilarious, but the second question that I asked was in regards to hash rate and price. Amazing, deep technical insights there and what's actually happening on chain. So that's coming out Friday for everyone in the States there. But Warren Davidson, anyone attacking self-custody opposes individual freedom. They want someone to control your assets on their behalf. Pass my Keep Your Coins KYC Act. I love it. Warren Davidson, you're the man to protect self-custody. This is the best safeguard against CBDC or default by third-party custodians like FTX or BlockFi and all the rest. James Van Straten, 3 weeks today is Jan 10th, the deadline for the spot Bitcoin ETF. 4 months today is the projected date for the halving. Demand shock meets supply shock. If we just shoot over April 23, it has come down from April 24, 2024. Other places, maybe we hit that meme day of 420. We will see, hey? If the hash rate continues to increase, it is potentially possible. Obviously, it balances out. Joe Biden gave the Taliban $86 billion worth of Black Hawk helicopters and machine guns. Then he gave Iran $6 billion. Then Elizabeth Warren introduced a bill to ban crypto because Hamas got $873K of Tether stablecoins, which were promptly frozen. The government thinks we are stupid. Let's just ponder on that for a moment. It's amazing. And Elizabeth Warren's getting fact-checked. Bitcoin is winning. Twitter is winning. Elon is winning. If you are here now, you are winning. Bitcoin Therapist sums up my investment strategy so well. Short-term Bitcoin, mid-term Bitcoin, long-term Bitcoin. And obviously it was HODL Day the other day, making the most of it. And the greatest meme in the world. But such an important message is to HODL. You don't need to trade. That post, if you haven't seen it, you can go back 2 days and watch the video there or on Twitter at Sean Clark 911. All you need to do is HODL, stack, chill, and be aware of this nonsense. Yes, I have not sworn once. Australian and New Zealand Public Service Alert. In the Reserve's withdrawal process is an absolute joke. In order to release customer purchase Bitcoin, they are asking for the specific brand of cold storage wallet being used in order to release the client's Bitcoin purchased on their platform. They have stalled for 2 weeks now from releasing the customer's funds, suggesting that the wallet name of use is needed in order to release. The customer is already fully KYC'd. And that feels like a scam. Get it off the exchanges. Use a Bitcoin-only exchange. Here's another plug. I use AmberApp. It's available in Australia and the US. Swan's available. Whatever you do, don't go into those shitcoin casinos. I let it slip. But they're a total fucking joke. Make the most of it while you can. Use a Bitcoin-only exchange. Put in a Bitcoin-only hardware with Bitcoin-only software. Protect it on steel. Don't leave it on the exchanges. Look after your keys because things are getting serious. 1.72 trillion. It's the highest that we've seen in a little while, hey? 1.72 trillion for the whole crypto market cap. The rest of it is absolute horseshit, but in regards to Bitcoin's market cap, 864 billion, 901 million and 91,528 dollars. This is going to be $1 trillion very, very quickly. The price of $1 trillion of Bitcoin today roughly would be about 51,000. As more blocks get mined, it will be higher. 44,187. That was the price when I started the stream, but I don't care about the price. What I want to show you is the trend. It goes up and it goes up and it goes up. We may get some choppy, that's sort of choppy. What I'm looking for is where it is red here. So here we go. Over the last 2 weeks, we're back to where we started. This is okay. This is all good. Make the most of it. You get the cheap stats. Remember, this is going to happen. $10,000, $20,000 candles, both to the up and the downside. Max Kaiser calling for $100,000 God candle. Is that going to happen? In some countries, yes, we are seeing that. It doubled overnight in Argentine pesos. So whether it is, let's bring it up here. Whether it's the green button or it's a red button, make the most of it. Obviously, not financial advice, but please study it. This truly is your freedom, the last hope at freedom long term. CBDCs, are they going to come out and they're going to shut down your bank straight away? Probably not. slow and steady. The totalitarian footstep. This agenda's been in play for a very, very, very long time. That's why we talk about it, so you can break free. Our hearts beat Bitcoin. The reason why I bring this up, FOMO21, you can get 10% off at there using the code G'DAY. The reason why I brought this up is because it's actually the shirt I poured on this morning, because we need to fight him with love. Well, not even. We just need a stack, and we just need to be able to chill and make the most of it. And then sending the signal out there so the more people that see the brand of Bitcoin and you have those conversations, they're going to wake up and they're going to realize that something is fundamentally wrong with the system. I'm going to jump into the comments, the chat really shortly, just to shout out to everyone watching. Appreciate all of you. Eric Bellahanis, BlackRock and Grayscale in a battle to see who can clock more SEC meetings. I think it's like 5-4 to BlackRock. Pose for shadow the asset volume battle a year from now. It's going to get hectic, man. Absolutely hectic. Grayscale had a meeting with SEC at December 19th about the conversion of the GBTC to Bitcoin. Absolutely insane. Are you ready for it? Are you stacking? Now, this is one part of Bitcoin that a lot of people are upset with, and why people hate ordinals, inscriptions, the wizards on Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin block space isn't too expensive. You're just too cheap. These words are going to hit really hard with some people. I know people that are spending, 90% of their Bitcoin in fees. Probably don't do that. Look at, something like Lightning. Be careful. Look when it's cheaper to be able to transact. Look at the fees, take your time, do get it into self-custody, but just realize it is going to get more expensive for final settlement on the base chain. Financial freedom and self-sovereignty don't come cheap, as anyone using a cryptocurrency in 2023 will attest. Not really interested in the crypto part, but the fees aren't out of control. It's just price discovery. Inscriptions are some of the purest forms of implied digital scarcity in the crypto space today. They're a joke, but it is pay to play. It's a free market, so it is what it is. It used to be that crypto investing meant betting that a blockchain with its own mascot dog would probably be pretty valuable, which obviously it never is. So at least if people are going to trade inscriptions and shit, they do it on a better network, the greatest network in the world, which is Bitcoin. But realize the fees are going to continue to go up for final settlement. Make the most of it. Stack while you can before it gets too crazy. Amazing news, absolutely incredible news. So the crypto industry funnels 78 million into war chest to elect pro-crypto candidates in the 2024 election. There's some great names in here. There's some wankers names that we'll get into as well. Prominent crypto companies and leaders have contributed to a war chest to support pro-crypto candidates in the 2024 elections, amassing 78 mil. Only. To date, the US cannot afford to continue taking a backseat on the global stage. Regulatory overreach, especially from the SEC, is actively moving the US in the wrong direction. Said redacted. The crypto industry has a large war chest now to elect pro-crypto candidates in 2024, stayed the CEO of redacted. Couple of things. They will report 78 million raised and in the bank in Q4 2023 to support leaders to support American crypto and blockchain innovation and responsible regulation in the forthcoming 2024 elections. The announcement adds that supporters of Fairshake include venture capital firms Andreessen Horowitz, ARK Invest, Coinbase, Blockchain Capital. I'll include Brian. Good job on this one. You're an idiot otherwise for promoting shitcoins. Brian, let's just talk about Brian Armstrong. He came in and he used Coinbase and it was Bitcoin only. And then he went out into the bullshit casino out of greed, out of fear. I believe Coinbase is going to go back to a Bitcoin only focus or Bitcoin centric because they are the biggest custody holders for the spot Bitcoin ETF. So maybe he comes back to the roots. He's very well articulate. He knows what he's talking about. I think greed just got the better of him. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that he does. And I'll pay my respects and I'll take my hats off to you, Brian, if you do that. Some people and a lot of us go through that PSYOP agenda, Brian, just on a massive scale and wrecked a lot of individuals there, in my opinion. Blockchain Capital, Wences, Circle, Ron Conaway, Cumberland, Framework Ventures, Hunter Horsley, Jump, Crypto, Kraken, Lightspark, Masari, Multicoin Capital, Paradigm, Potters Ventures. I can't even say it, Redacted, bloody turds. Anyway, Fred Wilson, Cameron Winklevoss, and Tyler Winklevoss. If you're in Redacted, please wake up. It's just freaking insanity. We'll just touch on AI really quickly because the programming, the control is happening at a massive level. Google to limit answers to election queries on Bard AI tool and generative search. It's happening absolutely everywhere. In the mainstream news with the powers that be. I can't believe she did this. Let us know if you want to see that video one more time. I can bring it up, but I'm going to jump into the chat here. If you've got any questions, drop a Q. But Skins, good morning into the forest. G'day, mate. Great day for a walk. Every day is a bloody great day for a walk, but it looks like you're out and about already. Morden, g'day, mate. Always a pleasure to watch your show. Always a pleasure to have everyone here. It's amazing. We just need to fight them with truth, with love, because we are winning. There's something going on with this computer today. She is the Wicked Witch of the West. Good day, hi calling, g'day, happy hodl day. Absolutely, John P. Every day is a good happy hodl day, isn't it? But that meme created 2 days ago, 10 years ago. Andy Surfer, they're all connected. It's just insanity that they have this lodge members. Dahlia Davis, pleasure to have you here. Majin, wish Australia was forward thinking and started buying already. Hey, I'm here. I'm buying. But it's actually not too bad, to be honest. We'll dive into those comments really soon. In Australia, they class Bitcoin as property. If you were to sell it and you hold it for longer than a year, you've got capital gains tax, which means you're only taxed on 50% of your profits. You know, for some people, unfortunately, and it sucks. You pay 50%, but I'm not selling my Bitcoin, so it's no drama. So what's the point of accumulating something that you're never going to sell? Later down the track, if you need to lend against it, but it's the freedom, the power that it gives you. The rules are going to change more and more favorably. It is absolutely inevitable. Let us know if you want to see the Wicked Witch of the West again. I'm so hung up on mainstream media that this lady is doing this in front of the people with the words power directly after. It's, you need to watch what they're doing. Hit the like and subscribe. Bitcoin Australia, bloody legend into the forest. Into the forest. So do you know what that picture is? But it looks like big balls. If you're here now, you have big balls. If you've been fighting, clearing your mind, if you're free thinking. And that's what Bitcoin does. You can't change Bitcoin, but Bitcoin changed you. That's why Senator Elizabeth Warren is not willing to talk to people like Jason Lowry, because it will wake her up to the fact of, it'll show her own soul, and they're deathly afraid of that. You're supporting the lodge, buying the ETF. Eyes wide shut. There will be casualties, unfortunately, absolutely. Let's share this, get the message out. Hi, calling. I'm not going to own nothing. I'm not going to own nothing. I love that. Own nothing and be happy. That 2030 agenda is absolutely insane. Smash like, work smarter, buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin bull, what a name and what a comment. So much fun being spread by mainstream media here in Denmark. No way. An article today claims that every Bitcoin transaction is like throwing 2 iPhones in the trash. It's crazy. Bitcoin mining, every Bitcoin transaction is a swimming pool worth of water. It's just insane what they come up with. Bitcoin, factually, is the biggest user of renewable energy by percentage base, and probably the biggest industry technology using renewable energy, full stop. It's about 54%. The swear jar missing you today. Only a couple of cents in there. I think I did pretty good. And when I'm talking about the wankers in regards to redacted, it's not swearing. I'm just calling them in their rightful place. Fees on Coinbank high. Yeah, it's crazy everywhere. Do the best. Them being high now. Just wait. Wait till it's so clogged up. All these ETFs and institutions are coming in. Bloody hell. It is insane. Jackson Knox, what's a wanker? Anyone holding XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, ETH, that's a wanker. That's a fucking idiot. That's what a wanker stands for. What's the energy solution? The energy solution is more miners promoting renewable energy. It's Bitcoin fixes the world. Bitcoin truly fixes us. Morning, mate, just came in. Going to be kind and rewind. Love your work. What a legend, Sats Hodler. Green Candle, always there. Appreciate you humbling the like button and getting it out there. Green Candle is a great person. Stephen Reading, hey, buddy, great show. Love your bullish content. The average investor won't be able to get to one whole Bitcoin soon. Diesel, you said it best, brother. Most people can't get there now. If you have the opportunity, I understand some of you people cannot. Please do the very best that you can. Obviously, you need food on the table, a roof over your head. But imagine being here now, having the capacity to be able to change your life, your future's life, to be able to break free from the enslavement and the entrapment, mainly of your mind, of your soul, through the world's hardest form of money, to be able to be your own bank, to be able to take control and personal responsibility, and you're fucking around waiting for someone to save you. Think on that. Baseline Benny, thanks, Sean. Hi, Colin, you got it, brother. Politics enslaved the masses. Bitcoin was made to free the masses from the politics. Amazing time that it came out, hey? Insanity, sing it from the hills. Bitcoin, 64,900 Australian dollars. It's always in Australia. It's up. I'll bring up the chart for you in a sec. Yeah, it's this autofill on the thing. There's some things obviously I don't want to bring up, but I'll show you this. If we can flip through to here. So this is in Australia, this is the chart. Obviously the chart looks the same, but $64,914. That's probably the average wage for most Australians. Price down, gone. Bada bing, bada boom. It's over for so many people. And obviously Australia is going to hit it 100K before the US does. It's only a matter of time everywhere around the world. Make the most of it. Do your best you can. If you've already got your stack, that scares me. It's why I don't look at the Aussie price. It's because it's so much more of this bloody toilet paper. But most people are being priced out. G'day, Sean. When Ranch, we'll never get a better risk reward opportunity in our lifetime than Bitcoin Green Candle. You said it best. Knox, you said it best. Rory Saylor will be on tomorrow morning, co-host. Tomorrow's going to be a bloody epic episode. Absolutely epic. We've got Brian D. Mint coming on, who is obviously the author of Bitcoin Evangelism. If you haven't read it yet, there's a link below. Truly, read the Bitcoin books. Most of you here now are free, but I still read every Bitcoin book. Like, what's better? Talking about Bitcoin's great. Being with Bitcoiners is great. Obviously, friends and family out in the sun, walking, clean water, clean food, all that. But to relax, to unwind, to be able to read a Bitcoin book, absolutely amazing. And if it all works out, we have the most toxic Bitcoiner in the world who's going to be here alongside us. It looks like he's confirmed this morning. You're in for one hell of a treat tomorrow, so make sure you hit the notification bell for that one. And the biggest message, ladies and gentlemen, is the war. It is ramping up. The propaganda, they're going to distort reality as much as possible. They're going to try grip those straws and yank on your soul. They're going to try get in there and pull your heart out because they are heartless. Yes, that's scary. Maybe that's not the nicest thing to say, but that's how they do it. They want to put you into fear. That's why they relate Bitcoin or crypto to war. To make you feel afraid, to think that you need to stay away. We don't. All we need to do is stack and chill because it is freedom for the people. We'll see you tomorrow for an insane episode. It'll be a lot of fun, you know, a couple of days away from Christmas for everyone that celebrates it, for everyone around the world. Just happy December, happy hodling, happy chilling. It's cool. Hodl Day is so close to the end of the year because not everyone celebrates Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't care for it. I don't need anything. I don't want anything because I take self-responsibility. But the gift of giving, it's a beautiful thing. So do something nice for someone. We'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be bloody interesting. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Some really amazing guests on there with the co-host Rory. So we'll see you then. Be blessed. Peace.